In the serene solitude of an Alaskan winter's night, the stillness was shattered by a sudden burst of light, slicing through the darkness. Mike, now retired from his Air Force days and embracing the tranquility of cabin life, stood outside, awestruck by the spectacle unfolding above. A blazing object tore through the sky, leaving a fiery trail in its wake before crashing into the distant frozen forest. Without hesitation, Mike sprang into action, his instincts honed from years of piloting kicking in. Snatching up his heavy coat and emergency kit, he knew there might be someone in need, and he was determined to lend a hand. With the hum of his trusty old truck filling the cold air, he set off towards the crash site, guided by the fiery beacon illuminating the night sky. Upon reaching the vicinity of the crash, Mike parked his truck amidst a thicket of trees and continued on foot, the acrid scent of burnt metal mingling with the crisp winter air. As he approached the wreckage, the sight that greeted him was surreal. An alien spacecraft, its hull torn open, buried in the icy terrain. Carefully navigating the debris, Mike spotted a figure trapped beneath a collapsed panel, an alien girl, her skin aglow with ethereal hues reminiscent of the northern lights. With gentle determination, Mike tended to her injuries, the alien girl's soft moans of pain spurring him into action. He meticulously bandaged her leg and offered words of comfort, though he knew she likely couldn't understand him. Yet, as her eyes flickered open, radiating a soft, otherworldly glow, she spoke in a language of unfamiliar, melodious tones, her gaze fixed on Mike with a mixture of gratitude and curiosity. As Mike gently tended to the alien girl, he assured her that communication wasn't necessary. His actions spoke louder than words. Sensing his genuine intent, she relaxed slightly, allowing him to guide her back to his truck amidst the snowy landscape. Carefully laying her in the back seat and covering her with blankets, Mike shielded her from the biting cold as they made their way to his cabin. As they arrived, Mike wrestled with conflicting thoughts. While his military training urged him to report the encounter, his compassion for the vulnerable being compelled him to protect her for the time being. Settling her in his cabin, Mike pondered the implications of his decision, knowing his life had taken an irreversible turn that fateful night. Inside the warmth of his cabin, named Ira, the alien girl gradually regained her strength, sheltered from the harsh Alaskan winter. Over the following days, Mike observed her recovery, documenting her progress and fostering a tentative form of communication. Despite the language barrier, they began to understand each other through gestures and expressions, building a bond rooted in mutual curiosity. One evening, as the aurora borealis painted the sky with vibrant hues, Ira gestured towards it, indicating her celestial origins. Mike, realizing the vastness of her home beyond human reach, knew she needed more than just medical assistance. She needed to send a message to her distant cosmos, a daunting task that would test their newfound alliance. In the cozy confines of his cabin, now named Ethan, Mike busied himself with rigging up an old radio transmitter, hoping it might intercept frequencies used by Ira's people. Observing his every move with keen interest, Ira's bright eyes followed his actions, occasionally offering subtle guidance as they tinkered with the equipment amidst the crackle of static-filled nights. Their shared determination led to a breakthrough when a series of sharp beeps pierced the air, sparking joy and relief in Ira as she swiftly responded with a complex series of tones. As the room filled with the melodic cadence of Ira's native tongue, Mike watched on, unable to decipher the words but sensing the gravity of the moment. When their conversation concluded, Ira's demeanor turned somber as she depicted vivid images of her war-torn planet, Valoria, and her role in the conflict as a key figure. It dawned on Mike that Ira wasn't merely an alien. She was a political refugee, possibly even royalty, fleeing from pursuers intent on capturing or eliminating her. Despite the weight of responsibility, Mike's resolve to aid Ira only deepened. As she rested, he contemplated the challenges ahead, knowing they were venturing into uncharted territory far beyond his previous experiences. Yet, the unwavering trust in Ira's eyes fueled his determination to stand by her side, come what may. With Ira's strength returning, so did their awareness of the looming danger. News of the alien craft's crash had undoubtedly attracted unwanted attention. Determined to evade potential threats, they embarked on a journey deeper into the wilderness, seeking refuge in an isolated hunter's cabin known to Mike. Navigating the winding forest roads, Ira's apprehension was palpable as she kept a vigilant watch for any signs of pursuit. As they ventured into the unknown, their bond strengthened by shared adversity, Mike and Ira braced themselves for the challenges that lay ahead, united in their resolve to overcome whatever obstacles crossed their path. As Mike and Ira raced through the rugged terrain, a sleek, dark vehicle emerged behind them, confirming their suspicions of being pursued. Despite pushing his old truck to its limits, they couldn't shake off their technologically superior pursuers. Realizing they couldn't outrun them, Mike veered sharply down a less traveled path, hoping to lose them amidst the dense forest. The chase intensified, with the pursuer matching every maneuver. In a desperate move, Ira pointed to a narrow pass between two cliffs, a risky bet given the truck's size. Mike, recognizing it as their only chance, navigated the treacherous path, scraping against branches as they squeezed through. Momentarily thrown off, their pursuer hesitated, allowing them a crucial lead. Emerging from the pass, they found refuge in a secluded area, where Mike camouflaged the truck with branches and leaves before continuing on foot, with Ira leading the way with surprising agility. Arriving at the hunter's cabin hours later, they found temporary sanctuary amidst its rustic confines. As they settled in, Ira revealed that their pursuer was likely a skilled bounty hunter from her planet, relentless in their pursuit. With the threat still looming, Mike fortified their defenses, combining military training with survival skills honed in the Alaskan wilderness. Meanwhile, Ira improvised a communication device from salvaged parts, intent on sending a distress signal to her allies, hoping for a rescue. As they kept watch from the safety of the cabin's walls, a bond formed between them, forged in the crucible of shared danger. No longer just a man and an alien, they became comrades, united in their fight for survival and each other's cause. In the days following their narrow escape, Mike and Ira remained on edge, knowing they needed more than just luck to evade capture. Determined to broaden their defenses, Mike reached out to old acquaintances from his Air Force days, seeking allies who understood the gravity of their situation. Within days, two former comrades, Jack and Sophia, arrived at the cabin, ready to lend their expertise to the fight ahead. Initially skeptical, Jack and Sophia's doubts dissolved upon meeting Ira and hearing her captivating tale. Both had encountered unexplained aerial phenomena during their military service and had been part of a clandestine group investigating such occurrences. Intrigued by Ira's technology and moved by her plight, they eagerly joined forces to assist her. Sophia, with her expertise in communications technology, collaborated with Ira to enhance the alien communication device, while Jack devised sophisticated defensive strategies, fortifying their hideout against potential threats. Their collaborative efforts bore fruit one evening when Ira's upgraded communication device, thanks to Sophia's enhancements, intercepted a faint signal, a coded message from a Valoran scout ship orbiting Earth, actively searching for any sign of Ira. The message conveyed both hope and danger, signaling the intensifying coup on Valoria and the relentless pursuit by Ira's adversaries. With danger closing in, the group resolved to relocate to a remote mountain area, chosen for its minimal electromagnetic interference, to send a stronger distress signal to the scout ship. During the journey, Mike and Ira bonded over discussions about her homeworld, Valoria, its culture, and technological marvels, while Mike shared tales of Earth's wonders, bridging the gap between their worlds. Upon reaching the mountain site, the team worked tirelessly to set up the communication relay, aligning it with the scout ship's coordinates. After hours of effort, a stable connection was established, and Ira's plea for extraction and report of Valoria's political turmoil were transmitted into the vast expanse of space. Now, all they could do was wait, their hopes resting on the possibility that their signal had reached sympathetic ears. In the tranquil mountain night, under the shimmering stars, the group awaited a response, bracing themselves for the challenges ahead. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, Ira felt a glimmer of hope, bolstered by the steadfast alliance of her newfound Earthling comrades. Though their mountain hideout provided temporary solace, they knew their safety remained precarious, and the coming days would test their resilience like never before. Moving cautiously to enhance their hideout's defenses and anticipate potential encounters with the bounty hunter, the group found themselves in a precarious position. Although Ira's distress signal had been dispatched, the awaited response from her people remained frustratingly elusive. One morning, as Mike surveyed the area, he detected unexpected movement patterns on the monitors, indicating they were no longer alone in the wilderness. Quickly gathering the group, Mike devised a plan to outsmart the bounty hunter using decoys and misinformation. Jack and Sophia created false trails leading away from their hideout, while Mike and Ira utilized technology to deploy drone-like gadgets emitting signals mimicking Ira's unique biosignature. Meanwhile, despite her yearning for her home, Ira found solace in Earth's rugged landscapes and the resilience of its people, strengthening her bond with Mike. As night fell, the group remained vigilant, monitoring their traps for any sign of the bounty hunter. Suddenly, just before dawn, a brief scuffle appeared on one of the monitors. One of the decoys had been intercepted. Tracking the bounty hunter's movements, they prepared for a risky confrontation at a nearby narrow pass, where Jack and Sophia lay in wait. In a tense standoff, the bounty hunter, cloaked in advanced stealth gear, proved formidable. However, with the element of surprise on their side, they managed to subdue him. Pressing him for information, they learned he was hired by a rival faction on Valoria seeking to eliminate Ira and maintain control over the planet's resources. Determined to ensure Ira's safe return, they kept the bounty hunter detained while awaiting extraction. With the communication device operational, they received a static-filled response from the Valoran scout ship, signaling their plan for extraction. However, the delicate situation required precise timing and coordination to evade detection by their adversaries' blockade around Earth. Armed with this knowledge, the group prepared to relocate to a more defensible position, bracing themselves for the challenges ahead. The meticulous planning paid off as the Valoran scout ship managed to briefly break through the blockade and pinpoint specific coordinates within a narrow time window. The group worked tirelessly to prepare for the extraction, their determination fueled by Ira's unwavering resolve to bring change to Valoria. Sharing her vision of a more equitable society, where technological advancements benefited all, Ira inspired them all, strengthening their commitment to her cause. On the day of the extraction, tension hung thick in the air as the group reached the secluded clearing at the designated coordinates. With the perimeter secured, Ira positioned herself in the open, visible to the scout ship's sensors. As the anticipated moment approached, everyone remained on high alert, scanning the skies for any signs of interference. Amidst the surreal quiet, a faint hum grew louder, heralding the arrival of the scout ship, barely visible in its cloaked state. However, their relief was short-lived as another ship approached, undoubtedly sent by the faction opposing Ira. Bracing for a confrontation, the group watched as the scout ship swiftly deployed non-lethal countermeasures, thwarting the attackers long enough for Ira to be safely beamed aboard. As Ira ascended to safety, her gratitude palpable, the scout ship vanished, leaving behind a sense of accomplishment tinged with melancholy. Mike, Jack, and Sophia reflected on the profound impact of their actions, realizing they had played a pivotal role in an alien civil conflict. Though the adventure had come to an end, its repercussions would echo through their lives forever. In the days that followed, a reflective atmosphere settled over their makeshift base as they pondered the future and Ira's fate. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, a message from Ira brought warmth and reassurance, signaling her determination to reclaim her rightful place in Valerian society. With newfound resolve, Mike, Jack, and Sophia packed up, ready to face whatever the future held, forever changed by their extraordinary journey. The triumphant news from Ira lifted the spirits of Mike, Jack, and Sophia, reaffirming the significance of their actions and alliances. With a sense of fulfillment, they decided it was time to disband their temporary camp and return to their lives, now shielded by anonymity. Gathered around a small fire, they toasted to their newfound friendships and the hopes worth fighting for, each echoing Mike's sentiment with heartfelt conviction. Back at his cabin, Mike found himself unable to resume his old routine. The adventure had left an indelible mark, expanding his horizons and fueling a restlessness within him. Weeks turned into months as he delved into research, exploring space, alien encounters, and humanity's place in the universe. Attending conferences and connecting with like-minded individuals, Mike felt a deep sense of purpose, realizing he was no longer just a witness to history, but an active participant. A message from Ira reignited Mike's sense of adventure, signaling her newfound influence and the changes she was implementing on Valoria. Her invitation to witness the fruits of their labor sparked a new excitement within him, driving him to make preparations for the journey. As he set out for Valoria, anticipation mingled with a profound sense of purpose, propelling him toward a reunion with Ira and the boundless possibilities of the universe. The journey to Valoria was a breathtaking experience, filled with awe and anticipation. As Mike's ship entered Valoran space, he marveled at the beauty of Ira's world, its vibrant colors and luminous landscapes. Their reunion was emotional, filled with wonder and a sense of belonging as Ira welcomed him not just as a hero, but as a dear friend and confidant. Exploring Valerian culture and society alongside Ira, Mike witnessed the transformative power of her leadership and the unity she had inspired. As they walked through bioluminescent forests and discussed plans for the future, Mike knew his place was here, intertwined with Ira's vision of a galactic community. As Mike embraced his new role on Valoria, the prospect of returning to Earth faded into the background. His life had found new meaning among the stars, guided by the promise of shared destinies and a future built on courage, friendship, and love across the cosmos. Standing together under alien skies, Mike and Ira looked toward the stars, their combined dreams a testament to the boundless possibilities of the universe.